Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to take a look into the GRYPHON tank. This vehicle is going to be sold via assembly store. This is a second or even the third assembly store this year, by the way. So yeah, quite an interesting stuff. I will let you know everything what I see about this tank. We will play some games and we will figure out is the tank worth your hard-earned money or would I recommend to skip for it as a whole. So the first things first, how many units and when event starts? Event starts on the European server June 26th, 8 p.m. 85,000 units, all of them has camos. On the NAS server, it will start on the June 27th. 10,000 units, all of them will have camos, so for a very first time, this is happening, right? Now, is the tank good or not so good? This is the question, right? And looking into all of this, armor-wise of the tank, you can't side scrap, so you are pretty much playing hull down. I don't think that the armor of this vehicle is great, okay? I really want to highlight this. If you met someone with a 300 millimeters of penetration, yeah, good luck with that. If you met someone with a 340, many USSR tanks has it, you are sitting in the deep poo-poo hole in this situation. If you met tank destroyer with a 395 millimeters of the penetration, you get the point what I'm saying, right? But the tank apparently has auto reloader. So this is quite an interesting stuff, right? It can be a toy for very strong players. Looking into the DPM is better than E5, DPM is better than Super Conqueror, and way better than STI, right? Gun dispersion is worse than pretty much soft stats are worse than Super Conqueror, E5, or ST2. So I have a feeling that the gun handling will be quite derpy, right? But we will see how it will look like. It will have 2,100 hit points. It will be buffed before the release, right? And overall, it doesn't look too bad. What is also important, the speed, 43 kilometers per hour speed, quite an interesting stuff. Now, I don't think this will have Super Conqueror playstyle. I don't think it will have E5 playstyle. And I don't even think that ST2 is the best tank to compare it to. I think it is going to be somehow similar to the Rhino, but looking into the Rhino DPM and GRYPHON DPM, this is completely different story, right? Okay, let's see what do we think about this tank. Let's play some games. I won't spam full gold, even though this is the most beneficial thing. I will not be using the bond equipment. I want to see how the tank would look like with the standard equipment and mostly standard ammunition, just to see how it looks like, right? Okay, first things first. Airfield standard battle. That's what we have. Very interesting stuff. What do we want to do? We want to most likely be aggressive and play over there, and we will see how the gun will look like. We will see how the gun depression will feel like on this tank and how it looks like overall. Looking into all of this, the first shell is loading for like 8 seconds. The second shell is loading for 16 seconds. Okay. Hear me out, this is how the things are looking like. You do not want to have the 2 in the magazine unless you are relocating from Sector A to Sector B. You do not want to be holding this ammo, you just don't. How the things are looking like, all you want to do, you want to meet someone, shoot twice, and keep bursting, right? So, this is the most legit and this is the smartest play. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to wait until you have 2 in the magazine. To the certain extent, this is like a reverse auto reloader, right? A reverse auto reloader, that's what that is. Ay, interesting, very interesting. I can guarantee you that it is going to be quite a hard mother trucking tank to play with for many people, just because of this mechanic in a way. Which is not a bad thing, fellas. Which is not a bad thing. At least I do not look into this as a, oh my bananas, the worst thing what could happen, the tank isn't that great, right? It's good that the tank isn't great. Whenever you are paying such an expensive price, it is not bad. Meanwhile, 400 in the face, he's dead, nice. We have a couple of the gentlemen sitting right here. Now the question is, can we say hello for them? Now in this situation, we are going to be waiting until we will have another in the mag, right? We do have another in the magazine, and now we are just simply eliminating him from the game. Good. Now this is the point whenever you should keep bursting the shells non-stop, right? This is the moment whenever you would love to keep shooting and you would not overthink about the next shell. You just don't want to do that. Your goal is to burst continuous damage with this tank, right? This is your goal and this is what you want to see. You don't care about having 2 in the magazine. This is not the most important thing for you. I can guarantee you that. Now, where the gun goes, it's very hard to say things about the gun yet. And the main reason why is it so hard to say this is because we are fighting in very, very close range, right? We need to keep this in mind. Meanwhile, poor Jack Peaslee is getting slaughtered. Nothing what he can change about this. That is okay. I am taking my time to aim the shell. Unfortunately, I missed the shell. It's okay. It is alright. It is fine. Luckily, enemies do not pay too much attention at us, and we are feeling quite okay. Now, we can clearly see that this gentleman is very angry. Like, beyond belief angry, right? We are very, very, very well aware of that. Damn this DPM. Okay. Listen, the DPM is very powerful. I'm looking at this. I am playing with a standard ammo. We are playing hold down. And we are slapping the living crap out of the enemies right here, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, this is a powerful tank for folks that they know what they are doing. For folks that knows what they are doing, this is going to be a very, very, very powerful tank. I don't think overall it's going to be powerful for a general public, right? Or for not so experienced players, right? Casuals. I don't see this being super powerful. But for guys that know what they are doing, I am talking for a guys, I do not know, Wargaming rating 7, 8, 10,000, 11,000. This could be quite a toy. The penetration of the standard ammunition is 263 millimeters of penetration with a 1,000 shell velocity. With a gold, you have 320 millimeters of penetration, which is not that great considering considering that it will be difficult to deal with a super heavy tanks, right? Yeah, this is looking like a powerful tank. Not for everyone, but for people who are good in the game, this is going to be a powerful one. Let's see the score. We are back from the game. And the first battle was pretty great success. We played well, we did the things properly. 5.2 thousand damage, 3 kills. We are second by experience, we are first by the damage. And we got 150,000 credits profits, but it comes from completing the mission. That being said, overall it would be 30,000, right? Very interesting. By the way, this is not a premium tank. This is not a premium tank. I need to highlight this. You are not making more credits, right? So, no tier 10 premium tanks yet, right? So, that's great thing. I am trying to figure out what is the playstyle of this vehicle, right? I don't think this is a Rhino playstyle. I think the playstyle of this tank is like... I'm trying to figure this out. Honestly, like E5. Something like that. I think this is significantly more similar. Now we are going to go with the hardening and we will go with the turbo. We will see how the gun will behave in this type of situation and what we can do. I'm aware of the two artists. I'm aware of that. I am a new tank. I get it. All I want to do, I want to slap this side. We'll see how the things will go, right? Very, very interesting. I don't really like the rotation speed of this tank. I do not know. It doesn't look that great, to be completely honest with you. It definitely doesn't look that great. Meanwhile, we have the 260 that is making pressure here. It's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if we are going to have folks going together with us, right, against this 260. And I have a feeling that we should be just fine. He will hit us in the side, doesn't really change anything. and we are going to slap him instantly. That's good. That is good. We are doing good things. We are doing good stuff. Meanwhile, Patton, how are you doing? We are slapping the Patton in the face. That is okay. That is okay. And now we have this gentleman. We are eliminating him. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very, very nice. We don't need to be worried because of the middle. We are feeling quite alright. And we are thinking about the Mr. Waffle sitting in the back. What is the penetration with the high explosive? 60. A half of the trouble, honestly. A half of the trouble speaking about the penetration with the high explosives. Not the best, but not the worst either, right? I have a feeling that Object 260 is regretting his life choices. That's what I think. Powerful tank, fellas. Powerful tank. Definitely powerful tank. Okay, we know that Waffle is sitting here, so we are going for a double instantly without overthinking too much. We should have penetrated him a couple of times, at least that's what I want to believe. That's what I want to believe. Okay, we are going up once again. And now the question is, will we be able to see Mother Trucker sitting somewhere over there or not? I kind of actually we penetrated him once, maybe. What do I want to see at this point in time? What do I want to see at this point in time is how I could join this game, okay? This is what is happening in my mind. This is what is happening in my soul at this point in time. Okay. We just fired. Good. We are going for another shot just like so. Gun doesn't feel that bad, honestly. Gun of this tank doesn't feel that bad. Oh, we slapped Convoy. Convoy is the gentleman that we slapped. That's okay. Good. You know what is a good thing? Whenever you are relocating from Sector A to Sector B, you have a start of 800 damage. So you have pretty much early start into this, right? You have pretty much early start to beat the living crap out of the enemy forces. So for example, right here, we are slapping him twice. We are not over. Ammo rack is getting hit very, very often. The ammo rack is weak of this tank. That being said, experimental hardening is already recommended. Experimental hardening is already recommended, folks. Just because how often you are getting ammo racked. I can guarantee you that. Okay, at this point in time, I am considering how I can say hello for Mr. Progetto. I should be able to slap him twice, and rest is history, right? This is what I am thinking, and we are going to be completely alright with this. We are getting quite a bit of the assisting damage, that's great. We keep slapping him, and we are going on the reload. Yeah, it is powerful. Okay, it is powerful tank. It is powerful tank. I don't think that beginner friendliness is going to be very kind for this tank, but for what this tank is, and for what this tank can do, I don't see it being a weak vehicle or bad tank. I think this tank will end up where the index rating goes between 4 and probably 4.5. It is a powerful tank. It is a powerful tank, boys. Keep this in mind, that I am not even spamming the full gold or something, right? I'm not spamming that. That basically means you have seen how the tank performed with the standard equipment. What I want to showcase and what I want to do, I want to change the equipment setup for this tank of how most of the players should be playing with this tank, and we'll see what we can do then. 5,000 damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage, first class high caliber. Yeah, it is very, 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 very powerful. Hear me out. What do I think is the perfect build for this tank? Or what I think that most of the people are going to be rolling with this vehicle? I think that improved hardening or the how you are calling, experimental hardening is going to be must because of the amount of the ammo you are going to get. I am talking about the ammo racks. I think that experimental turbo is going to be necessary. And whenever you are rolling like this, you are just simply going with bond ventilation. If you have all the resources in the world of tanks, right? This is the setup which I think is going to be the proper one, right? Or this is setup which tryhard players will be using, and most likely they are going to go with improved ventilation directive, right? Obviously, this could be debatable. Maybe you can get the stabilizer, maybe you can get improved aiming unit, or whatever else. But I think the two equipment pieces which can be in the middle is either ventilation or either either stabilizer, most likely stabilizer. But let's see. I am very, very curious how the things are going to look like. I need to showcase the games like this as well, so you will know, do you want to go and get this tank for yourself? It is going to be expensive as usual, 1 million free experience, right? If you are paying with free experience, which I recommend to do, or alternatively, it's not worth it for your playstyle, right? This is rough. This is quite an experience, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is quite an experience. I'm not going into the heavy line. What am I doing? I am going to be playing here, at least for now, for a first moment. I understand that there are two artas. I get it. Trust me, I understand this. But I don't want to really be playing in the heavy line at this point in time, right? Oh, this is powerful. Whenever I looked into the stats, I thought it is going to be significantly weaker tank, honestly speaking. I thought it is going to be significantly weaker tank, but once again, it could be one of those situations whenever I can make the tank work, but the tank isn't as simple to play with as I may showcase it, right? You know what I mean? This also could be a possibility. Now, those guys, they are thinking that they are sitting very, very well here, but I can promise you that if our team will find the balls in order to push, we are going to be completely fine. We are going to be completely fine if our team will find the balls in order to push. They are pushing in front. Okay, beautiful. Are they? Are they? No, they are not. Okay. I know I am the #1 target for the enemy Arta. New tank, Yopterai. This is understandable, but I think this tank is going to be targeted by the Arta quite a bit. Looking into the amount of the guns that we have in this side, honestly speaking, I would expect a bit more pressure here. But once again, that is only me, right? I kind of need to. Hopefully our team will understand that they need to push. Hopefully. Because once again, 3 folks are destroying all the team. 3 mother truckers are destroying all the team over there. No! Too much of the hit points lost, but maybe Rhino will do some difference. It's okay. It's okay, they are making pressure, Rhino is sniping. Now, this game is GG. Not much what we can change about this. Definitely not ideal play from our folks over there, and I'm feeling completely fine how I played this or what have I done, right? I tried to do the play here to give the chance for our team to go in front, but the thing is, 3 tanks destroyed 7 in this side, so there is nothing to say, nothing to do. It is how it is, not much what we can change about that. It doesn't really matter, we are not focusing on the team at this point in time. We are focusing on the tank, okay? So once again, we are not too upset. Defeat, victory, it's irrelevant. What is relevant and what is the most important bit in this type of situation is what the tank is capable of doing, right? Is the tank good or the tank bad, or what is up, what is happening and what we are seeing here, right? That is the most important thing. I am going to load the gold at this point in time. And I am trying to figure out how we could defend this and how we could slap the enemy forces over there, right? I mean, I could potentially take this position and try to punish them coming closer, but in the same time, I could be a bit more aggressive in this side. Yeah, I know I do not really have that much of the hit points left. It is completely fine. I deserved what I got and not much what I can change about this. T-57 joined the other side. Interesting. Maybe T-57 was sniping from the back. That's why our team was a bit paranoid to push. Who knows? Anyways, everything is alright. Everything is Gucci. We are chilling. Now, what do we want to do in this type of situation? How do we want to play the game? Almighty Jack Pizda is coming closer. Jack Pizda just eliminated 5A. What I want to do, I want to punish him twice, instantly. Peek, boom, boom, get out. And that will work as well. Aha, interesting. I don't really think I like ventilation. Not gonna lie. I don't really think that I like ventilation, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think so. I think significantly better decision for us would be to go for stabilizer. I think stabilizer is the right way to do the things, right? 1, 2. Okay. Definitely the worst game so far. I am not too upset. I'm not too sad. I am okay. I could have gotten one more shot, but I gave up a bit too early. It's completely fine. I chose the wrong side to play, and that is the human error. That is my error, how this tank is looking like, right? Or how this game is looking like. It's okay. Fails will happen. It's completely normal. It's completely fine. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing, and I will be replacing ventilation for stabilizer. I think this is the proper way to do the things, but we'll see. Okay, we are back. 2,400 damage, 400 assisting damage. First fail from my side, which is completely fine. Understandable. Mistakes were made. I'm definitely upset that those 3 guys farmed the whole flank, but once again, not much what we can change about that. Now, if we would replace this for stabilizer, and what if we would get, hear me out, what if we would get gearbox thingy? I could go for steady hand, but I think this could be better choice, right? Let's see. Out of curiosity, just how the tank performs, and to see a bit wider picture how the tank is performing across the board with a different equipment setup and with a different gameplay, right? I am very, very interested in this, right? Okay, what do we have in this situation? In this situation, we have the 2 artists. The problem is what I am paranoid about, and you cannot blame me for this, is that the 2 clickers will beat the living crap out of us from here, okay? They will rain on us until we will forget our name, but I think I don't really care. What I want to do, I want to see how the gun will perform and how the gun will behave overall, right? So what we are doing, we are getting into this position. Oh, wow. Look into this. Even whenever we are driving, the reticle isn't that big. With a stabilizer, right? Or bone stabilizer. Yeah, very, very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Okay. We are okay. We are fine. We are Gucci. Let's try to take the position in time. Also, just to let you know, where the speed goes, we are going together with a medium tank. So, in reality, how much of this tank is a medium tank and how much of this tank is a heavy tank? That's the other question, right? Oh, wow. Very, very, very interesting. Let's hope that Batchet won't spot us until now. Good. Aiming for track. He is trying to escape. Aiming another track. He's taking one for the team. This is what we want to see. Now. Yeah, and you are bursting the damage all the time. Very powerful. Very, very, very powerful, fellas. Extremely powerful. Pretty much, in the nutshell, you are starting your game you are starting your game with 800 in the face instantly, right? This is how you are starting your game over there. Sure, Arthas are annoying, but I knew that while getting into this position. It doesn't surprise me, I'm not shocked, I'm not like, oh, really? Arthas? I did not expect that, oh no. I'm very, very, very well aware of that the clickers will rain on us, and there is nothing what we can change about that, right? I get it, trust me, I understand this, everything is completely fine, I knew where I'm putting my hands to. That is okay. That is okay. Beautiful, that's a tracking shot, he thinks that I do not have an autoloader, we are going for another one, and then he thinks, why? How did he went for doubles? Also, I want to say at this point in time, or to highlight at this point in time, that folks are not really familiar with this tank, right? So it is going to get a bit better over time of the people knowledge how to get rid of this vehicle, right? Please keep this in mind. It is very important thing to highlight. At this point, people are not, they are not aware of this tank having 2 shells, right? This is important thing to highlight. Arta is missing us for 400, nothing what we can change about this. Good, that's okay. Trying to track him, that's fine. Where the armor goes, armor is weak. Armor is definitely weak of this tank. Ready? Definitely, I would never highlight, but the armor is the selling point. Oh, yoy, armor, no. Definitely not. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting vehicle, truly. Extremely interesting vehicle. Now I'm alone left against 2. Not much what I can change about that, yeah. It's okay, he should be ramming me, that's okay, not a big deal. I want to give the better angle for our folks to shoot him, that is okay. I want to stick my gun to his gun, hopefully that will work. Good, he's eliminated, very, very nice. Yeah, the DPM is a selling point, the DPM is a selling point, fellas. The DPM. In my opinion, where the beginner friendliness goes on this tank, it will get low beginner friendliness. I think it is pretty difficult to make it work, right? But how powerful tank is, I think it's going to be around 4.5. I kid you not, I think this tank is more powerful than MBTB, or however it's called, right? Just because MBTB doesn't have the flexibility, and this tank does. Okay, we are back. It is... You could see that yourself. We tested the tank with the different builds. We could see how this tank is playing out and how it looks like. I think it is a very powerful tank. Would I recommend you to buy it or not? Everything is depending how much free experience you have and do you want it or you don't. Overall, the tank is powerful, right? But it may very, very well be the tank that is not your style. If the tank isn't your style, then, you know, you can skip it. It's completely fine. We noticed the tendency that WARGAMING started selling the assembly store tanks once in a while. We had a sale from the old assembly store tanks, and I don't really think that it is the last time that they will ever do this, right? So, yeah, that's what we have. 4.2 thousand damage, 1.6 thousand assisting damage. Good game, GG, finito. Now, our performance, we played for 4.2 thousand average and 800 assisting damage, and keep this in mind that I had one fail, right? Without that fail, our performance would have been most likely 5,000 plus without bigger doubts in our minds, right? It's just how it would be. It's unfortunate, but it's completely fine. It's not that bad to show that mistakes can happen, and in certain situations, that's not the finest, right? Would you look at that? 5,000, 6,000, this is barely 3,000, not even that, and this is over 5,000 as well, right? Anyways, that's what I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.